Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 1st to the 7th, 2024 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm, which is so fantastic. So thank you so very much. And if you're interested in booking a private reading, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's listed in the description box below, as is a way to book a reading through PayPal if that's the route you want to go. Also, I'm running a sale. It is an end of summer sale, so check that out if you are interested. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be followed or will be accompanied by a loud sound. And that loud sound will be the loud sound of the singing bowl. Now, the way the singing bowl sings, that is going to give me an insight into the energy that we're diving into. So pay attention if the song is smooth, if there are variants in the song, if it kind of chimes up or goes down. So yeah, that gives us insights into the energy that we're working with. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Pisces, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Interesting, that's the Queen of Cups reversed. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So then we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, the Seven of Cups reversed, the Ten of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups reversed, the Ace of Wands reversed, the Empress reversed. Oh, we're on pause here for a reason. Angels and spirit guides. The Ten of Swords reversed, the Seven of Pentacles, which is patience, which is like pause, right? So there we go. That's exactly what Spirit is saying. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And the Strength card. Okay, that's really rather brilliant. Okay, so let me see and make sure that everything is in frame because I'd hate for you not to be able to see everything. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so it's really interesting here is that we start reversed, right? So we are represented by the cups in the minor arcana. When cards are reversed, right, it's a bit of a warning. It's like, hey, don't get in your own way type of deal. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. Okay. But it's like, don't get in your own way. Be mindful about that. We can be a little bit too emotional. Like our emotions can be right at the surface with things. We are in Virgo time period, right? Well, yeah, we are in Virgo time period. And Virgo time period is our sister sign. So it can bring out the best in us and it can bring out the worst in us. So we can find the time period of Virgo, which is August 23rd to September 22nd, to be a bit challenging, right? So just be mindful about that. When you're sitting there and you're like, I don't understand why I'm feeling things more intensely or why this is happening or that is happening, you're in Virgo time period. It's going to happen. Like it's going to be intense. The highs are going to be beautiful. The lows are going to be like, oh, woe is me, you know, kind of like Marley with the chains in the Christmas Carol. So just be aware of that. Now, we can be too caring, okay? And that is going to be something that we need to really be mindful of during this time, that we can care too much about others, be like, I'm giving you a helping hand, but people are going to see it a little bit as mothering, even though we're not going to intend it that way. So just be mindful about this and be like, okay, you know what? You do what you're going to do. That's cool. I'm going to do what I need to do. With the 10 of Pentacles reversed, you're going to be coming into a place where you really know your voice in your mind, right? It's not quite yet. You're coming to the completion of a cycle, but it's not quite yet. So that can be a level of frustration because we're like, I know I'm supposed to be there. Energetically, I'm like standing right at the edge of it. And it feels like we're surrounded by all this beauty, all this intensity, but we're just looking at it. We can almost feel like a little bit like I know where I want to be, but I'm in purgatory right now. I'm just sitting here waiting and it's frustrating and it's overwhelming. Stop. Stop. Because what you're doing right now is saying, okay, how do I plan this? How do I move this forward? Where is it that I want to be? You're so close. You're not in purgatory at all. You're very, very close to the end of the finish line. So don't give up on you. Don't sit there and be like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get there. Oh, yes, you are. And it's going to surprise you. It's going to sneak in there and you're going to be like, oh, wait, I finished that race like, 5 days ago, or a month ago, and I didn't even realize it, because that's going to be when things start to slow down. Because the Seven of Cups here, we have this dreamer, right? So this energy of, I don't know. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's on water or if that's on land that he's kind of, putting up his feet, if he's gliding across the water or if he's trying to pull something on land. But what I'm seeing here is that we're moving with things. Okay, so we're going to be moving things forward. We're going to be moving towards so much more. But right now it's saying, okay, what's really important? What do you want? Whittle it down. Where do you need to be? Whittle it down. And it brings us to the 10 of Wands, right? We're putting down a tremendous burden that is keeping us from really saying, this is what I want. We have 3 of the 4 tens, right? So we have the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Wands, we have the 10 of Swords. We don't have the 10 of Cups. So with this, there's this real sense of, I'm coming to a completion of a cycle. I just haven't realized yet mentally, and I'm not seeing it financially or with what I value as much as money. We have to be patient. That's going to be really important. The Empress reverse is again that energy of overmothering. So just be mindful about it. It's also the energy of not trusting our creative self. And overmothering sounds sexist. It does. Like, you can overfather somebody, right? But people don't usually say that. But it's just like, it's caring too much. You're going to care too much. It's going to be too important to you. You're going to work really hard to have everything be smooth and lovely for people and to really give them a helping hand, and they're not going to care or reciprocate. And that's going to be really, really frustrating. So just be mindful about this. But it's like, I care about you. I want you to be okay. I want everything to be good. Like, wear a scarf. That type of energy is what's coming up. And you mean it so beautifully. And it's so lovely. And I love this. I love this for you here. But focus that energy on people who care and people who deserve it. Because during this time, it's just like, oh, I just want to make sure everything's safe, right? If everything's safe, then I'm going to be safe, and then my future is going to be safe, and everything's going to be good. It's going to be exhausting. Don't do that to yourself. Don't. Just be very, very, very mindful. The Page of Cups, we need to listen to our inner child self. For one reason or another, we've cut ourselves off from our dreams. We're putting down an astoundingly heavy load that we didn't even realize we've been carrying and carrying. It's our passion, it's our fire, it's our tenacity, but it seeps out through the edges as anger and frustration and a little bit of bitterness. So just be mindful about that, because it's not where we want to be. We need to talk to our inner child self. We need to look at our hearts and what we really desire and say, hey, kiddo, are you happy? And our inner child is going to be very honest with us and say yes or say no, and say sometimes, and then that can get us frustrated, because where is it that we're supposed to be? We're supposed to be coming to that completion of a cycle, financially speaking, prosperity. We know that there's more out there for us. We haven't seen it yet, or we're not fully understanding it. There is going to be a big shift that happens by the end of the year. So do be mindful about this during this time, because what we're building towards, and I know you're going to be thinking, like, seriously, it's the beginning of September. Now you're talking about the end of the year. Yeah, I get it. Sorry. But here with the Ace of Wands, it's that light in the darkness, right? It's the fire coming forward. So just being aware of that during this time. This is reversed. It's like on pause. So we're not going to have that illumination right away. It is going to be more towards, the end of the year. So just being aware of that. There is this real sense of our creative energy needing to come forward. We're putting a lot of our dreams on the shelf. It's like, well, you know what, that didn't really work, or that isn't the success that I want to be anymore. And Spirit is going to really have you have a reckoning with your inner child. So being aware of that is going to be super important during this time, because it can take us, by surprise. Ooh, let's dive into what Spirit has to say before we just keep on going, trucking along with this reading, going forward. So let's see here, angels and spirit guides. Oh, and if you would like to enter to win a free reading, there are 3 things that you have to do. You have to like, comment with a butterfly, and subscribe. The commenting with a butterfly lets me know that you want to be in the running to receive a free reading, because some people don't, and I definitely want to respect that. Okay, so angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading. Here we have heat. Here we have heat reversed. Okay, interesting. You can be cold, so just being aware of that. Or you can be craving the cold during this time, because the heat is like building up within you. You feel it building up within you. It's almost like chi energy, chakra energy, life force energy, building and building and building and building and building and building, and it needs to be released. So just be mindful about that. We need healthy outlets. We need to release, we need to calm, we need to center. Okay, so not ice baths. I would say ice baths, but in qigong they say don't do that. Don't do the extremes. But if you like to, sometimes I do like to, just like turn the shower onto cold, or take a nice cold plunge. If you like to do that, then do so. But this is also, and make sure check with your doctor first. Not a doctor here, so just being aware. But there is a sense here also of needing a release for things, but it has to be calm. So it can be like going into a sauna, or releasing, like fighting the heat with the heat, getting really hot and then making yourself sit and drink a cup of tea, like a warm cup of tea. That can be very important. It's like the balancing of the energy can be very important here. So just being mindful with that is going to be a very powerful thing. We can do it external if we feel the need for it, if it just needs to calm us and center us for a minute. But I do feel the meeting heat with heat is going to be a very powerful thing. Our not subconscious, our chakra message, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So this is Mother Earth. You need to ground yourself and you need to connect with nature. That is going to be a game changer here. So with the Earth card, this is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. It is connecting with the earth. It's slowing things down. I feel a rush. I feel like I have to say this all really, really fast, right? I feel a rush right now. You might say, Dane, you talk really fast. Anyway, I get that. I try to slow it down for you guys. I actually do slow it down for you guys. So you can't even imagine. With Mother Earth here, it's going to be connecting with the nurturing of the earth, but also the strength of the earth. And that's going to be really important, because by connecting with the earth, we're going to see that it's not all sacrifice. And that's what this energy is. Okay? The Empress reverse and the Queen of Cups reverse is sacrifice. It is sacrifice out of love. It is sacrifice and sacrifice and sacrifice out of trying to do the right thing, out of love, out of trying to, be there for everyone. And here it is connecting with the earth, and it is connecting with our power, and it is connecting with ourselves. And it is seeing that the earth is, yes, giving, but it is also hurricanes and blizzards and typhoons and, just really terrifying things too. The earth also takes. So be aware of that. We need to have a give and take. And we need to be very mindful not to go into extremes. So being aware of that is also going to be very important. It brings us then to our energy to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Oh, goodness. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Yeah, the 7 of Pentacles. That's so funny, because we have the 7 of Pentacles here, which is like, okay, we're patient, but my goodness to gracious, we have a hard time embracing our patience and really stepping into that. It's like, okay, I'll be patient because I'm supposed to be patient, but then it's going to be a wagging the fist to the sky and be like, oh my gosh, are things actually going to change? When are things actually going to move? Okay, we have to be ready. And that is going to be a very important thing. We have the repeat of the number 8 here. We take things very seriously. We take things too seriously, which can paralyze us. So do be mindful about that. The strength card is also Leo energy. Time frame is July 23rd to August 22nd, right? Right before. Virgo time period is Leo time period. It is embracing our strength, it is embracing our power, but it's also being deeply protected. I always say that the strength card makes me think of Thecla in the Gnostic Christianity. And Thecla and Paul were apostles. Like they were, I don't know if they were both apostles, but they were proselytizing. There we go. I got it right this time. They were proselytizing. And this was in ancient Rome. It was a thing that was not done. And they were like, listen, you can't do that. They got caught, right? Paul manages to just blend into the crowd, but Thecla can't. She can't kind of disappear as easily. And so the Roman soldiers take her and they say, listen, you're talking about a religion we don't like. We're going to feed you the lions now. Like, that's just going to be the way it is. You're going into the Colosseum and we're done. And she's resigned to her fate. She's praying to God, yes, but she's like, okay, if I'm going to be a martyr, I'm going to be a martyr. And so they take out the lions, and all the lionesses surround Thecla and protect her. And the Romans were like, I want none of this whatsoever. Send her away. Like, send her away. Fine. She's protected. And there's going to be things like that happen during this time. Not putting ourselves in reckless situations, not eaten by tigers type of things or lions, but it is a real sense of we're going to see that we are protected. We're going to see that our belief in things, our belief in the universe, our belief in sacred energy, it plays a huge part in guiding us forward. What's going to be really important here is to let go of everything that we're carrying and our expectations. It's not to lower our standards. We still have standards, right? But let go of the expectations and saying it has to be like this or it has to be like that. And say, okay, how do I connect with my inner child again? And how do I let myself shine? And how do I let myself be powerful? We have to be patient with us, patient with friendship. The friendship that we have for ourselves, the friendship that we're stepping into this world. And we're going to see that we're coming out of a dark place where we were too much in our own heads and our minds took over. So that is going to be a very important thing. The Eight of Cups reversed is that we're really having a hard time choosing ourselves. We can choose everybody else, like me, connect with me, understand me, type of thing. But if I really saw me, I'd be frustrated. And it's time, Pisces, to let that go. It really is. It's time to be like, oh no, I'm not playing that game anymore. Because you have lionesses on your side, right? You are deeply protected and profoundly strong. And it's time to step into that energy. And it's time to connect with the brightness and the vibrancy that is your inner child. And that is your inner strength. Because part of our inner strength is that connection that we have with our inner child and the blessings that we were born with. Our subconscious spirit message is stretch. We need to stretch our body. We need to stretch out of our comfort zone. We need to stretch our roots deep into the ground, plant ourselves firmly, and move forward audaciously. Like seriously, audaciously. Break into the space that we want to be in and embrace our power and embrace us. It moves us then to our chakra message, which is soul's healing, which is beautiful for us. It is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. It is healing. It is connection. It is love. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. It's so funny. We have the strength card reversed. This is being protected. This is, the strength card in the reading. It's being protected. It's being loved. It's being cherished. It's being cared for. It is the strength of the heart reversed. Be very mindful. This is, I'm stronger than you. I'm bigger than you. I'm better than you. Look at what I can do. It is the strength of force. And that power fades really quickly. And that power is very hard to hold on to forever. Don't fall down the path of the power of force. And we're also going to have people around us who kind of only listen to the power of force. I will force you to listen to me. And that's just not an energy we need to be around. Our subconscious tarot message is the 5 of Cups. Change your mind and change your life. Change your mind. Change the way that you're looking and talking to yourself. And, you change your whole entire world. Change the way you perceive you and the story you tell yourself about you. And you change your whole entire world. Because as Spirit always says, we are only our stories and our perception. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. And have a blessed week. Bye, guys.